Hi guys, today I'm going to release a video that will talk about how to tune the sensitivity, how to change the DPI, and then how the jitter works, how to troubleshoot it, and a new jitter that I have in case you have some problems with the previous jitter. I will use 1600 DPI as an example, and I will even go over how to modify the ALC settings to your liking. Alright, so our first step will be to set up the mouse DPI, right? In this case I have 0 and I'm able to change it just for Apex. You can start with the default settings, the default ALC settings of my config, and then see how it feels with a different DPI. Depending on how smooth, how fast or how slow it felt, then you can go to WASD and increase or decrease the sensitivity of the mouse first. Before doing it on Apex, we need to start with the change on WASD. So here I modify my X and Y from 600 to 1000. It is just a guess value, but it's a round number to start with. This will affect first the Hipfire sensitivity, so that's what we need to focus first. It is a bit better, but maybe too fast. This is working better, it's easier to flick and easy to follow targets that are up close. I don't use any ramp up time or ramp up delay. Here you can see that the yaw and pitch speed is at the middle. I have 250 from 500 because I like to have it in the middle. It gives me a good range if you want to go up or down. And also I will give a good margin for the other one, the turn speed. Here is 0. It feels the same up close tracking, but the turns are so slow. The turns are really slow. It's difficult to flick or difficult to turn around and run from a fight. Definitely not good for movement. Let's then increase it a bit and see how it responds. To better feel how much the speed is going to be, let's try going all the way up and see if it's too much. It is a bit faster, but not that much faster. I think this feels good enough. It's easy to flick, it's easy to track targets up close, and it's easy as well to do turnarounds. Now we can start tuning our ADS sensitivity. Here I start with a larger value, it's easier to start going down, and I have nothing on extra yaw and extra pitch. It is definitely way too fast. I usually do single weapon, like a Wingman or a P2020 to the targets. It doesn't feel bad, it feels good. Just a tiny bit more. It's really better now. Here's where it starts to get lag a bit when I need to track targets. Difficult to do it in one flick. That's where I start increasing the extra yaw and extra pitch. Another value we can also tweak is the smoothing. Here on ReadWASD we can increase it. I increase it 2 points, and that should be a bit easier to track on ABS. There is also extra tuning you can do on the per optic. Here I have them on, but everything at 1. There is another setting you can also do, which is the response curve. If you increase it, it will give you less of a linear feel and more classic. For example, at 6, it will make the view move really slow when not moving the mouse too much, and then will speed up really fast when moving it more. On the looting mode, there is also a speed for that cursor that we can change. The JoyToKey Jitter should remove up to 60 or 70% of recoil. Here an example on how it looks without any jitter and with jitter. A 301 will be the best weapon to test jitter with because it has the easiest recoil control. #11 is going to be our left trigger, so every time I hold ADS is going to go to the joystick 3, and on the joystick 3, 12 is going to be shooting. Let's select this option to highlight all the joysticks. That way we can confirm if it's working, because it will highlight ADS here, and button 12 is shooting. The button 12 is going to play button 21 and 22, which is what we have here. Button 21 is going to move the mouse left and down with 100% speed and 100% value, I guess. And the same for the button 22, is just up and right. If I increase my mouse sensitivity to something really high, then I will be able to see the jitter. I can go back then to 0.3 and see how it behaves. Each scope can also have a sensitivity value, so you can fine tune, at least for the 4 times. Anything higher than 4, it's a sniper. You can edit the speed right here to make it a bit faster and stronger. I would not recommend to change the auto repeat. If it's not highlighting like this, then something is either happening with the driver or with JoyToKey, with the RWASD driver or with JoyToKey. Most likely JoyToKey. I never really had an issue, but I'm able to select the input here, and then it moves the buttons and the sliders. Here I have ΛPEX VLRILNT X1, which is a different jitter of the main one. This is going to make the view spin instead of just moving diagonally. This jitter feels stronger, you get less recoil, you only need to do a bit of recoil switching side to side. But I feel that if it's too strong on the ADS scope values, it might take a bit of the AA away. Now this is why I use a 1.0 value of ADS on ALC, because on R5 Reloaded there isn't a value for scope per scope for ALC, so it's just one. So by matching the Hipfire and ADS values, then I'm able to have the same sensitivity here and do some A training. I have my same bindings, jumping, scroll, roll, crouch, slide. of course I use it to practice movement.